friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Stacy and I am the Chapter Conundrum, and today I'm joined by my handsome husband Jake.
Hello!
Because we have the return of a fun game for you guys, the Frankenstein Book Challenge. So we have previously done this one once each on our channels, and we had a good time with it, so we thought we'd bring it back for spooky season. Now, I don't know if Jake has chosen more spooky leaning books this time since it's October, or if we'll just be surprised. But essentially the gist of this is that we're going to have 10 elements of books. So like the plot, the villain, the prose, the author, the genre, all those kinds of things. And he's going to pull out a book one at a time, and I'm going to have to decide which element of that I want to keep for my Frankenstein concoction. And it's probably going to get funny, a little wacky, crazy. And at the end, once I know what my concoction is, I can sight unseen decide to make a swap and just get stuck with what I get. Or I could keep what I have if I want. But yeah, that's basically how it works. And it's a lot of nonsense, but a lot of fun.
Good luck.
I'm going to scooch this way and put them over here.
I see.
Yeah.
Leaving me with like 2 inches on the bench.
Yeah.
All right, your first book was going to be Sword of Kaigen, but we already filmed it and you used it, so I had to swap it out.
Yes, we do have this on Jake's channel same time. So if you want, you can go watch his after you're done watching this one, if you haven't already.
You could have chosen Sword of Kaigen, but now you have to choose this.
Ooh, okay. I have not read this one, so this is a little bit tricky to choose.
What's the title?
The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. So do I want the plot, the villain, the author, the prose, the genre, the setting, the protagonist, the atmosphere, the length, or the side characters? You know what? I'm going to go genre and call it a romantasy.
Okay.
It could be a dark romantasy, or it could be like more of like the dystopian competition trial elements of this, if we're going subgenre, I guess. But I will say overall, we're going to have a romantasy and see how the heck this goes. Because they can be very varied, so I feel like it'll be fine.
Not very fitting for spooky season, but okay.
Yeah, it could be. You don't know.
Okay, so we don't own this book, but we do own the sequel. So the first book is the option.
Okay. The heck kind of sequel do we own though? Oh, okay. I do own the first one on Audible, and we got this one out of a little free library, so it does make sense.
So the first book is this.
Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. Now, I'm going to choose...
So remember, it's the first book, not... You haven't read the second book.
I haven't read the second book. I'm going to go main character on this one. I don't even remember her name. I think it's... I think it's Win? But she is really reactive. She's got a lot of banter. She's funny, which is a very good time in romantasy. So we're going to say Win, and I think that's the correct name. It's been a hot minute since I've read book one. So.
Don't even remember the name.
Well, I don't remember most character names.
Okay, so your next book, if I can keep the stack from falling over this time, is... You ready?
Yep.
Blood Song.
Ooh.
What are you picking for Blood Song?
It would be hilarious to have the side characters from Blood Song be like Win's groupies.
Groupies.
Whatever. You know, I'm just adding the books to my whiteboard while I ponder. The plot doesn't really make sense for a romantasy. The villain, decent, but not my favorite villain. The author doesn't really make sense. The prose, not so much. The setting, potentially. The atmosphere is potential. The length is good. The side characters are also good.
You got some options.
I got lots of options, but okay. I think I'm gonna go... Do I want this side? I do want the side characters, okay? I feel like they're gonna have this really fun, like, protective element where they're gonna be very, like, invested in this potential relationship that's brewing. They're gonna have things to say. Win is also not afraid to stand up for herself. It's gonna make for a funny dynamic. And whoever this love interest is has it in for them. All right, next up we have
Michael Crichton, Sphere.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, I don't want him writing this romantasy because that just seems a little weird.
Unless you have a bunch of scientists.
I don't particularly want the villain from this either. The setting would be really weird because it's like underwater. Like partially submarine, partially underwater in these like tent things.
Have you ever read an underwater fantasy? Or romance?
A romantasy?
It could be the first one.
I've read one that's like romantasy adjacent underwater, but not like wholly romantasy. So it would be a little different. The atmosphere would be like tense. The atmosphere could work. If this is like the competition trials element, like subgenre, that could make sense. The length is also pretty good.
Like 400 pages.
Yeah, you know, oh no, it's not. It's 371. But I'm gonna say, I don't know if that's enough time for the development of a whole romantasy. Do I want the underwater setting?
Do it. That's what I would pick.
I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna have the setting of Sphere. So we are either in a sub or underwater in these tent things. I don't even know how to describe them.
There could be mermaids.
Or sirens.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, we're gonna go underwater.
All right, next pick is screenwriter.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. A little bit different for a romantasy underwater. The length is decent. It's like, I think 400 and some, maybe 5.
It's 470.
Okay. I am gonna go prose on this one though. I do really enjoy Kristen Britton's prose. She can be a little bit more descriptive than I usually would go for, but I feel like she hits emotional notes pretty well. She does very well coupled with like reactive characters, which I want in this romantasy from Wynn. I feel like she would handle Wynn's characters and the Brotherhood like appropriately. She's kind of like a well-balanced author between those elements. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go prose. I don't think author, I think prose.
All right. Your next pick is Guild.
Ooh, okay, she's the author for sure. She's going to do something really interesting with like an underwater romantasy. And she also is very good at writing darker elements in her books and reactive characters. She also, I have seen her do like group dynamics or like political dynamics, which could kind of be interesting to explore like the Brotherhood from Bloodsong. So yeah, I'm gonna go author. Though this is a strong contender for villain because, yeah, but it's a spoiler to talk about, so we're gonna go author.
All right, going in a very different direction here. We have The Running Man by Stephen King.
Okay. It's either plot, villain, atmosphere, or length.
The length for this is just over 400 pages. So kind of short.
Yeah, it's a little shorter than I want for what this concoction is going to be. Unless it's a long series.
The atmosphere for Running Man is kind of like a grim dystopian.
Yeah. Underwater? That would be a little weird. I think I'm going to go villain on this one. So essentially in here you have like a manhunt situation. So I'm going to say that there's some kind of like they're in a different submarine, like trying to hunt down our main character or like the Brotherhood, and there's something going on there.
Is it?
I don't know about the plot of this yet, but.
Well, yeah, because I said the plot of this is a dystopian game show where you go on there and basically you're being hunted down to death in real life, but you're winning money for your family. So yeah. Very dystopian game show.
But I'm going to say the manhunter person is the villain because I feel like no matter what the plot, maybe not no matter what, but that villain can fit into like a lot of different types of romantasy plots decently well, depending on what plot we end up with.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So we have, what, 3 options left?
We have a plot, atmosphere, and length left, and obviously plot is the one I want to prioritize the most, so I hope you have a good plot one in there.
We shall see. Next up we have Blacktop Wasteland.
Ooh, okay. Well, that doesn't fit for plot. I'll tell you
What do you
right now.
mean? Great plot.
It has a great plot, but it doesn't fit for the underwater romantasy with Win and the Brotherhood from Blood song.
Sure it does.
No. No. This is about a jewelry store heist, okay? It's too short for what I want. So it's going to be atmosphere.
Okay, how would you describe the atmosphere for this?
Gritty, tense. I think that can go well with like a manhunt romantasy situation.
Okay.
So gritty, intense atmosphere. It also goes well with Raven Kennedy's writing.
Are you ready for your next to last one?
I hope so.
You have plot and length left. It's very
Yes.
important aspects to a book.
Yes.
So next up we have Defending Jacob.
Okay, well, I'm going to go length on this because I don't want the courtroom drama plot in a romantasy. So it's what, like 400 or 500? Somewhere in that range?
It's 420 pages.
All right, that is not too bad if it's a series. It's a little shorter than I would want for a romantasy. But if it's like the entry to a series, I think it could be fine.
All right, well, we have one book left, and you saved your most important thing for last.
Yeah, so I'm hoping it's good. If not, I may have to swap.
All right. So right now, before we do the last one, how are you feeling? How confident are you that this is a good book?
The one you're about to pull out, or just the book that's
your
shaping up?
book.
I would read it. So I mean, if that's the earmark, I'm very confident because like I'm enjoying pretty much everything I've chosen here.
Okay.
It all just depends how it fits with this plot.
All right.
Because
Well,
if it's a dud plot, then
the last book. You do like this book,
okay.
and you like this author.
Okay.
I'm not confident that you'll
Like the plot for this.
we'll see. I don't know.
Okay, what do we got?
I'm milking it out here, folks. We have Warbreaker
Oh, okay.
by Brandon Sanderson.
You know what? I'm not mad about it. The only thing that doesn't really fit well is to move this underwater.
For those of you who don't know, what is Warbreaker? Like, what's the plot of this book?
So essentially, you have two sisters, Ciri and Vivenna, and they're from like a prominent noble family. And the older sister, Vivenna, is supposed to be sent to marry the God King. But her younger sister, Ciri, wants to kind of like protect her and decides to go instead. So it's a lot of like Ciri kind of understanding the politics of like this situation she's thrust into, and Vivenna kind of going after her to find her. And then how would you explain like Light Song, I guess, would be a god involved in the politics. There's a cool magic system with breath and colors, and the breath, the more breaths you have, the more powerful you are. How would you say Vasher fits into this plot that I've described?
I don't know, but piggybacking on what you said, you could have like the two sisters plot. One of them gets sent to the underwater world, and they have to migrate that. That could work.
The breath magic with underwater is kind of interesting too.
Maybe like bubbles. I don't know.
Well, I mean, in Sphere, they're not like underwater. They're either in a submarine or like in these tent dome things. So I don't know. Maybe the author could change the magic system to where they can breathe underwater with this magical breath. I don't know. That would be interesting. I'm not mad about it.
There could have been worse picks.
Yeah, I think definitely. It's the least worst option of what you could have picked from the shelves. Like if you had pulled out like the plot of Red Rising with this, I would be like, no.
So you do have the option to switch, but right now, just give a quick summary of what this book is based off of the things that you picked for the Frankenstein challenge.
Yeah, so we have a romantasy with the plot of Warbreaker, except it's underwater and there's a manhunt situation. So like maybe the other sister is like this villainous character from Running Man who's the man, I guess not sister. Maybe it's a brother. Maybe it gets changed. Anyhow, Raven Kennedy's writing it, which is perfect. Kristen Britton's prose is a little bit more descriptive than I would like, but she also is good to balance like the different types of emotional notes that this story is going to hit. I do think it would be interesting to get some underwater description in this scenario just to get a sense of like the world building and what's happening. The protagonist being Win from Out on a Limb. She's got tons of banter. She's very funny. She's not afraid to make fun of herself, but also stand up for herself. She's just a good, balanced character who's just really enjoyable to read about. And also one of the books I laughed out loud the most reading. So that definitely is good. The atmosphere being gritty and tense from Blacktop Wasteland is not, I'm not mad about that, especially if it's like a manhunt situation fitting into like this plot of Warbreaker. The length being 420 is maybe not my favorite, but the Brotherhood from Bloodsong kind of like being Wynn's friends is interesting too. So yeah, like I'm not mad about any of this. I think the one thing I would swap could be length, but would I be guaranteed to get something better? I don't know.
Well, you do have the option to switch. Now the question is, are you going to switch? And if you do, what are you switching out? You have to lock it in.
The setting could also be a potential swap.
You're completely changed the story.
I know. But I also wouldn't be mad about a different setting change.
Okay, well, you got to make a decision.
I'm going to swap the setting and just see what we get.
Okay.
Maybe I'll regret it, maybe I won't. I don't know.
Do you want me to get the book?
Yeah, I want you to get the book.
Hidden right here. It is Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami.
Okay, so it's like more of a... Is this historical or modern?
It's modern.
Okay, so it's an Asian setting.
It's Japan.
In Japan. So, I'm not mad about that either, you know?
That's probably the best thing you could have gotten from a Murakami book. Like, if you change the plot, it would be terrible for you.
No. Yeah.
Or
no.
Or
we don't want talking cats in this romantic. No.
That could be fun.
No.
But you change this. It's now not underwater. Now it's kind of in Japan.
Yeah, modern day Japan, which I'm not mad about. Like, yeah, the plot of Warbreaker fits a little bit more interestingly with that, I think. It's a manhunt situation through Japan that Raven Kennedy's writing in the prose of Kristen Britton. We have a romantasy story featuring Wynn from Out on a Limb and the Brotherhood from Bloodsong. It's a gritty, tense, 420-page book. I'd read it.
So you're happy that I switched it to Murakami?
For once. I mean, it wouldn't be like my first choice of a setting if given a romantasy. Like, I probably would want something a little bit more fantastical. But yeah.
Well, it's magical realism.
No. We aren't writing magical realism. We're writing a romantasy.
In Japan.
So that was it for my Frankenstein concoction of a book. What did you guys think of the book that I ended up with? What changes would you have made? Did you play along? Let me know what your concoction would look like in the comments if you did. And don't forget to head on over to Jake's channel to watch him play this game. And we also have previous rounds on both of our channels that I will have linked for you guys if you want to see more. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on your way out if you want to. And have a great day. Bye.